Okay, I'm here with my Aunt Jeanette. Thank you for doing the interview. And she is born in Trinidad, and she spent most of her life in Canada, and now she's here in America. And I'm just going to ask her a couple questions about the Canadian culture and Trinidad culture. Okay, my first question is, what is the official language spoken in Trinidad?
The official language spoken in Trinidad is English.
Right.
However, there are parts of Trinidad where people do speak some what they call patois, and that is broken English. And also, some individuals do speak Spanish because of the fact that Trinidad is very close to Venezuela, and many of the people in Trinidad actually came from Venezuela, so they do speak some Spanish.
Okay. And what are some rituals or food diets specific in your culture?
Well, there's a variety of food. Once you come to Trinidad, you will hear bacon shark, and what that is it's like a bread, and it's filled with shark, the fish, and it's usually a specialty on the beaches. It's a really fun little meal. Also roti, which is something from the East Indian culture. So we eat a lot of roti, and also we eat a rice dish called pilau. And pilau is basically a mixture of rice with peas and chicken and sometimes some carrots in there, and it's all made in one pot.
And what is the most popular dish in Trinidad?
The most popular dish? Well, again, it depends on whether if you're on the Indian side, you will eat roti every day. Every day, that's their routine. Rice is another popular dish in Trinidad. Rice and peas, rice and beans, rice and chicken. Fish is also very popular in Trinidad. A lot of people do eat fish because of it being on an island.
Right.
But yeah, it's just
A lot of different foods.
yes.
And what type of music or genre is popular in your culture?
Oh well, in Trinidad, soca music is very popular, and that's calypso music. And for example, you may have heard of the calypso. You would not have thought it was a calypso sound, but the song "Who Let the Dogs Out." That's from Trinidad. Yes, I actually know the gentleman who sang that song. He's a friend of mine.
Wow.
Yes, Anselm Douglas. He then sold the rights. But yeah, Who Lets the Dogs Out? That is a popular song. And many other songs, of course, from Trinidad, yes. That's okay.
Another question.
Flag.
Okay, what is the colors of your flag and why are they important? Or why are they the colors?
Well, the colors of our flag in Trinidad is red, white, and black. And the reason why it's red, white, and black, it stands for earth, which is the oil that's produced in Trinidad, as well as fire for the red, and represents the sun, and white represents the water.
What are some land forms that are in your culture that are
In Trinidad?
Yes.
Well, in Trinidad, we do have a few areas. One in particular is called the Pitch Lake, and you will know it as the asphalt on the road, the black asphalt on the road. In Trinidad, we actually have what's called the Pitch Lake, and that is the largest natural resource deposit of asphalt in the world. And this is located in La Brea, and it actually allows for all of the asphalt in Trinidad for the roads. Yes. And if you were to go to La Brea and drive, there are parts where the road is so soft because of the pitch lake, because of the asphalt and the sun. It's very dangerous for driving. Yes.
What is why? Okay, for in Trinidad, how are the children different in Trinidad from in this culture?
Well, the children in Trinidad, I find, are a lot more free in the sense that they're able to be outside more. The culture there allows for the children to have a lot more involvement in playtime, climbing trees sometimes, playing outside, as opposed to the culture here in North America where kids are more in front of technology, in front of the TV, in front of electronic items. In Trinidad, children tend to be more in sports a lot of soccer. Kids tend to be in beaches. They would go out to the beaches and have more interaction. The children in Trinidad seems to be a lot more fit than those in North America because of the eating habits as well. They tend to just be a little bit more on the leaner side than children in North America.
Okay.
Yes.
And another question: Did you teach? Did you teach the same your culture to your children as well, and why or why not?
Well, my son, yes, he grew up visiting Trinidad quite often when he was a little boy. And over the years, he have actually grown to like and appreciate the culture in Trinidad very much. And he also visited as an adult, not just recently, within 2 to 3 years ago. And he likes the culture. He likes the fun, interactive party. Trinidad is very laid back and very, very much a party island. Of course, you may or may not know Trinidad also partakes in Carnival, and that's a 2-day event where the entire country stops working. And for 2 days, it's just basically a lot of activities, a lot of festivities, a lot of partying, and just having a good time. So, yes, my son does like that, and he enjoys the food, he enjoys the culture, yes, very much.
So is carnival something that's maybe a big difference in Trinidad culture and in North America?
Definitely, definitely. Carnival, ever since I knew myself, Carnival has been always an event everyone looked forward to, whether they partook in Carnival by dressing in the costumes or just knowing to be away from the event and staying home and being safe. Carnival is relatively safe. Very few, if any, incidents takes place, as opposed to here in North America, whether it be in Canada or in the U.S., when there are large events, usually there tends to be an issue of some kind. Carnival has been duplicated to a point, as in Labor Day festivities in New York. So that's some similarities there.
And our last questions are: what are some artifacts or developments that are important in Canada or Trinidad, and what do they mean?
Well, in Trinidad, something you might be aware of is also the steel pan. The steel pan is a musical instrument that actually was created in Trinidad, and to today it's still a very vibrant instrument. Actually, it's the newest instrument ever created for the century, from what I remember. It's an instrument that has its distinct sound, and once you've heard it once, you can recognize the sound anywhere
still
else.
Hear it.
Yes, that steel pan, and we're very proud of that steel pan, and more throughout the world, people do appreciate and like the steel pan. In Canada, there's so many different artifacts, I guess, in Canada. I was born in Trinidad. I grew up in Canada from the age of 17, so I spent most of my life in Canada, more in Canada than I did in Trinidad. However, I'm thinking about Canada's artifacts. At the top of my head, I can't think of something right off the top that I could actually point off And it will come to me shortly. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I cannot think of anything right now, so far. But no.
It's alright, because I didn't know the steel pan came from Trinidad. I just knew it was the Caribbean.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
And that wraps up our interview. Thank you, Anjanette, for doing it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
I hope you learned something about Trinidad.
I did.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.